Visited a gun shop and asked about body armor and bulk ammunition. The shop appeared suspicious, so they denied the sale and contacted the authorities. Here's the store owner.
Our intuition was correct, and it's very sad that we had him that close. It was that close that law enforcement could have got their hands on. We couldn't do more. And here's a prime example of trying to do the right thing, and we got so close to it. But unfortunately, he slipped through the cracks.
James Kallstrom was formerly the assistant director in charge of the FBI and a senior counterterrorism advisor to the New York governor in the years after September 11th. So just to clarify the record, the gun shop owner smelled a rat and reported the guy to the local authorities. As far as we know, they did not contact the FBI, so it was another missed opportunity. You've been saying all along the FBI and the locals need to be working together on this. What's going on here? What's happening, Jim? Why is the FBI not getting these guys, even though they're on the radar?
Congratulations to the gun shop owner. Good patriot. You know, if you could wave a magic wand and say you could do whatever you wanted to do, Jim, to better protect the citizens, you know, we could never protect them all the time, but there's some things that I would do. Get this wet blanket of political correctness off the backs of law enforcement, off the backs of the FBI. You know, last time I was on with you, Megan, I got about 35 calls from agents who are on the job now at different levels saying, boy, you hit the nail on the head. We are really.
How? What's being done to them that corrals them?
The rules of engagement, what the Bureau is being told about what they can do and what they can't do. They can't go sniffing around anything to do with Muslims. They can't go around to mosques. They can't do things that they would normally do. I'm not talking things that are off the charts. I'm talking about things that normally would be done, but the orders have come down from the White House. The same people that took all the language out of the training documents and can't be used in any memoranda. Those are the same people.
So they're worried about getting fired.
The agents are petrified, sure, just like the people are. The people didn't call in San Bernardino. They didn't want to be looked upon, right? When the Attorney General of the United States, I mean, we've been over this again, but when she comes out and says, look, we're going to prosecute people for saying certain things, which is illegal.
Which is illegal. She can't do that. And she had to walk it back because she knew she was
she walked it back, but still, it
tells you how they think.
That's let everybody who knows what's going on say, ha, 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 you know, I better be super careful here. So instead of leaning forward, instead of getting into the investigation, you know, with everything, you know, just like those witnesses that said, you know, they thought the FBI thought they were being cranky, or they were, you know, they were
Well, the FBI went to investigate this guy in 2013 after coworkers said he's not right. He was working as a security guard at a courthouse. He was making all sorts of incendiary remarks, including terrorist-sounding remarks, like he wanted to become a suicide bomber or something. So they investigated him, and he said, oh, I was just saying that in response to anti-Muslim comments about me. So he used it. It's like he knew.
But it is a wet blanket. I mean, believe me, I know the agents in the FBI, and I know the support people, I know the analysts. No one wants this thing to happen, believe me. But, you know, they've got families, they've got things that they have to be careful of, so they are overly cautious.
Do you think Comey wants to do it the way you want to do it?
Yes, but Comey can't talk about it either. I mean, I'd like to think if I was the director, I would talk about it, you know. But Comey needs people. I just saw, he just mentioned the other day, he doesn't need people. He's moving people out of criminal programs. You know, we got major criminal problems. We got millions and billions of dollars of fraud and abuse, and we're losing our intellectual property. We got all kinds of problems, and the agents are coming out of there. The FBI needs more people. So, okay, you've got these hoops they got to jump through, and you've got them being very cautious. Probably not everybody, but as a whole, they're very, very cautious and very, very confounded about this. And then you've got the fact that we got this huge population of people that they can't possibly keep track of. 1,000 cases, they couldn't possibly do the types of things they need to be doing. And
no one's even talking about giving them more resources. No one's even talking about it, Jim.
Well, because they've got their head in the sand. I mean, if they're not talking about it.
Great to see you,
What's
sir.
it going to take? Weapon of mass